Welcome into the show today, guys. Today I am here with Natalia Mendez. Funny enough, I've been chasing this guest for months. It has been someone that I really want to get on the show. Natalia founded Women on Wheels in 2014, driven by her own experience of living with spinal cord injury and the gap she saw in support for women like her. Today, this honored guest is here, and we're going to get to know about her business, her organization, herself, her journey, and everything that makes her unique. Big shout out to our friend of the show, Tia Disa, even though she didn't invite me to her wedding. But let's go ahead and get started. All right. So welcome into the show, everyone. I am so happy to be here, Natalia. I've never been ghosted as much in my life, but I'm glad that it was finally able. All jokes, everyone. It just schedules haven't aligned and busy world out in New York. Natalia, welcome in. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing good. The slander campaign is kind of hurting, but...
Slander? This is all love. This is how I show appreciation. If you are Hispanic, if we don't mess with you, we don't like you. You know this.
I do know that.
Yeah.
I do know that. True, yeah.
If
I don't mess with them, I don't like them.
See? Like how many cultures you know call their cousin Gordo as a term of endearment?
As a term of endearment, right?
Like no one does that anywhere else. It's like, yo, you can't just call someone fatty. Like and be invited to their wedding. Like maybe that's why Tia didn't invite me. I know, but I'm saying like it's all love, man. How are you today? For real.
I'm good. I am tired as usual. I feel like I want to try and take that word out of my vocabulary so that maybe it won't be like a reality, but
trying to speak it out of existence or not speak it out of existence.
Yes, like oh my gosh. But you're gonna be tired every day if you're doing something of value. So
I mean, I was about to say, like, what you're doing is pretty important. So I'm sure there's at the end of the day, even though you're tired, you feel like it's a rewarding experience, right?
Yes, for sure.
Awesome. And for those at home who don't know where you're at, you're in New York City, living, the big city dreams and all the randomness, right?
Yeah. Living the dream for sure. Yeah.
Really?
Like rent is completely unaffordable now.
Really? It's gotten like that, huh?
Oh my God. It's really bad. Like
I did not know.
What? Like I don't know if when you were last here, if you realized the amount of gentrification going on has just skyrocketed prices of everything.
Bro, I did realize that because as I'm walking through neighborhoods and all this stuff, I'm seeing like gentrified bodegas with non-Jose's in it, shit like that, or like, I'm like, Jacob, what are you doing here? Like, this is the queen. This is the Bronx. What are you doing, Jacob? Like,
yeah.
Avocado toast on every street corner. I'm fucking so tired of avocado toast.
Mercy. Oh my goodness. But no, the rent situation has gotten really, really bad. And even on like the housing lottery that's supposed to be for affordable housing, it's like 6-figure incomes easy. Most of those buildings, you're not qualifying.
Explain this housing lottery for, those out of the city.
So the city is called Housing Connect, and basically, well, me personally, I use it because newer buildings are required to have accessible spaces and a certain percentage that they rent out to people with disabilities.
Okay.
So that's why I use that. But there's an income requirement. So most of the new construction going on, like for residential spaces, is on Housing Connect. But the income requirements are out of control, and I would only qualify like by voucher. And people are very resistant to want to take residents with vouchers. So
I guess so. You're saying to get affordable housing, there's a income requirement?
Yeah.
How is that affordable?
It's not.
Like that. That feels like that's. I don't know if maybe I'm bad at like words. Affordable shouldn't have like an entry fee. It shouldn't be that like, hey.
That it's affordable for a certain population.
Then it's not affordable. Call it something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry that you're going through that. Florida sucks though, so I'd rather be kind of that there.
I mean, I like that Florida's at least warm.
You see, yes, I will tell you that yes, but there's a really weird thing about Florida that no one really wants to talk about. We call it the Sunshine State, but it rains like 6 months out of the year. So,
Does it really?
bro, it's hurricane season from like May shower. April showers bring May flowers. It's basically fucking raining all summer. Like it's rained 3 times today.
Really?
Yeah, there are times where it's like 1,000 degrees, but then for a good stretch, it's hurricane season and it's just really muggy and rains like 3 times a day and torrential downpour and hurricane. Yeah, it happens more than I think anyone from anywhere else realizes.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess you're right. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I mean it's fun to be in Florida because I don't have to worry about shoveling snow and everything is pretty easy to get to, but still, I'd rather live with seasons.
Yeah, no.
No,
I'm good.
Fuck that.
No.
Forget winter. All right.
No.
But I'm glad you reached out. I'm glad you reached back out. I know that we've been kind of like missing each other, and we've both had the bad habit of staring at a text message. Which fucking is that normal for everyone else? Like I will stare at a message, respond in my mind, and never press send.
Always, all the time.
Like I thought I was alone.
No, are you kidding? I did that twice with you today, didn't I?
Yes, I didn't know we were going to do this for sure. I was like 8:00, and then crickets. It's like, she's gone again.
And then I'm like getting ready, like and then I was like, wait, did I confirm that? I do that all.
That's what I did. It was so funny because I was like 8:00, crickets. I was like, well, gone in the wind again. Sure, I'll track her down. I just moved on with my day. I was like,
see, that's the thing. It's your fault. You don't harass enough. That's what I need.
I've never been the harasser of that. Like, hey, I understand you're a busy woman and you have a lot on your plate. So I
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
It's also
we're here.
Look, it worked out. It doesn't matter if I chased her.
Right. You did it.
So big shout out to Tia. We met through her. For those at home, she was the Bourbon and Teaching episode back before the rebrand. One of the most popular episodes. Tia's hilarious. Her teaching experience is fucking so wild. One of the favorite clips is like these kids were savages coming back from the pandemic. But definitely nothing but love. But enough of her. She's already had her time to shine. This is about you. Tell me about yourself. What have you been up to? And this organization, Women on Wheels. Like, talk to me about that. Established in 2014, but tell us at home about this.
Okay. Well, women on. All right. So I had an accident. It'll be like what 19 years ago. So 2006. All right, 2006. I had an accident. I don't like to call it a car accident because that implies that like I was at a light and a tree fell on my car, and that's what broke my neck.
Where?
So in Pennsylvania. I was in Pennsylvania at the time. I was working out in Pennsylvania at the time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So so that rendered me instantly quadriplegic. And I could have sworn I put this thing on Do Not Disturb. What? Oh, I think I let my mom bypass it. Oh, I'm so sorry.
You need me to pause?
No, I'm trying to dub the call and make sure that this thing is actually muted.
Put her on the show.
Ha!
So Pennsylvania, 2006.
Yes. Right. So I did my 6 months of inpatient rehab out in Pennsylvania. And both of my parents went out there. They just like stopped working. They were like, I don't know how they got out of work for 6 months, but they were living out there with me. And then when I had to come back to the city, because that's where my whole support system lives here, they were both in walk-ups. So I had to live in a nursing home for a couple years until I could find a place of my own, which is something that happens a lot that people don't know about, like young people being stuck in nursing homes.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, like my situation is because at the time, I was 22. I didn't have insurance, I didn't have savings, I didn't like have a home that I owned or anything like that. So, and it's very difficult to find a place. So I didn't have income at the
Yeah.
time. I wasn't working. So that was the
Couldn't meet
only
that.
option.
Couldn't meet that requirement for fucking entry.
Right, right, for affordable housing. So, yeah, that happens a lot. Sometimes like somebody could like lose their parents and they lose the home that they're living in and they're not working or something, and that you're either going to be homeless or in a shelter or you go to a nursing home. And
Fuck.
so
That's
that was
scary.
what happened
That
at
must.
that time.
Mhm.
And while I was in that nursing home, I happened to see like a group of young men in wheelchairs, like going into a room, and I'm like, who are they? Like, not on some horrible shit, but just like
Hey,
they're young.
I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to judge.
Like,
2025.
well, anyway, so I got to talking with them
Mhm.
and they let me know like that they were there to hold a support group for men at the place. And so I got tied in with the organizations that they were affiliated with. And I started involving myself in other support groups because I didn't know any other people with disabilities like that. And I did get a lot of help and I did find community in
Mhm.
getting involved in those support groups, but I did see where there was a big gap for services like geared towards women, even just support services
Yeah.
at the base level. I say that because I'm a pretty vocal woman, and I would find myself in these support groups with men being completely railroaded, like absolutely railroaded. Because like a lot of people that are there, a lot of people that are in these support groups are newly injured,
Mhm.
and men are hyper focused on how they're going to get their dicks hard again and anything going on with sports or cars. And that is what I would hear about for a fucking hour. And I am like, I gotta get out of here.
How
I
many
gotta,
how many different conversations can you have about getting your dick hard in a support group? Oh,
oh
that
my God.
face tells me a lot. A lot of conversations.
Oh my God. It's endless. It's endless. Even outside of the support group, you're just over here hanging out, like, and it's just coming up all the time. Like, and it's not that I'm bashful, like around sex at all. Like anyone that knows me knows that. But can we, okay. I always have to go here. But if you were to go to like a conference about sexuality for people with spinal cord injuries and
Mhm.
disabilities, right? At like the area for women,
Mhm.
you might have like a bottle of lube and
Mhm.
maybe some dildos. If you go to the area for men, bro, there's gonna be pumps, there's gonna be implants, there's gonna be injections, there's gonna be pills, there's gonna be like pink horsepower, there's gonna be
Injections.
everything.
Pink horsepower. What?
I'm
What
just
is
telling
going on? Like,
I'm just saying, like, there's just a plethora of things that they provide for men in that regard and not for women. And that's where I get upset.
Mm,
That's where I get upset.
yeah.
The lack of like the inequality around it. So whatever. Me and this other beautiful woman that I love so much, April, we decided to start a support group for women on our own. And that's what happened in 2014.
That's the dick hard thing still bothers me. Because that's so fucking dumb and selfish. Um,
I mean, I get it. I get
yeah,
it.
I get.
I think I
I,
get it. It's
yeah,
just, gosh, read
we
the room a little bit.
we try to understand people's perspectives. I get that, but
Yeah.
yeah, there's how many conversations are we gonna have, Todd? Like, I'm still trying to figure out how to get into a building. I'm here at a fucking nursing home with you. You think I give a
Right.
shit about your
Right.
dick? Sorry, that was just in my head. I just feel like there's bigger problems, but cool, that's fine. Priorities. Like I don't fucking get people with the injury with the tree falling and all that. How long were you in rehab for? You said like 6 months. So your family was kind of like they're constantly, consistently, never leaving your
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Um, that's a scary, scary fucking time. Were you immediately like, did you go into a coma? Was it deeper than that? I'm sorry to pry. Like,
Oh no, it's okay.
and
I
did
didn't.
any follow up on what the fuck caused the tree to fall? Like,
Um, yeah, we ended up finding out later that it was one of those trees where the roots were pushing up on the concrete.
Mm.
The sidewalks are made out of, right? Yeah.
Yeah, concrete for sidewalks, asphalt for streets.
Yeah, okay, that was okay. So yeah, it was pushing up on the concrete
You had me wonder there for a second too. I'm like, wait, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so it was pushing up on the concrete and it was becoming like a hazard.
Mhm.
So the homeowner contracted someone to cut the roots of the tree and re-cement. And I happened to be passing by in that interim when the roots had been cut and it had been raining and it was not secured. That's what happened. The soil got wet and it was cut roots.
Okay. I'm sorry. I know that it's been a long time, but that fucking, I would have sued the shit out of everybody, burning everything down. But this process in that time in 6 months, it must have been really fucking scary.
I mean, yeah, I think
I can only imagine. It sounds like such a fucking dumb question. I just kind of try to.
No, everybody has a really different experience, and actually, I kind of accepted it strangely early. I can only credit my support system being around me for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I still felt kind of like loved and accepted and encouraged and motivated to like go to therapy and try and like, move in a forward direction. But I think like if you don't have that around, you do get hyper focused on all the things that you can't do now, all the things that you don't know. You have to, at least for me, my personal opinion is you have to kind of find a new sense of identity for yourself. A lot of times you have to redefine a lot of aspects of your life. So that can be very, very difficult if you don't have like a support system around to encourage you. So it was easy for me, like, with going to therapy. I was very motivated to do my therapies and try and get better and just be in a forward direction. And I had a lot of love. I had a lot of love coming through. So I wasn't focused on the bad.
That's fucking awesome. I commend you for focusing on the new identity and the positive and what you're able to do, not so focused on the negative. And there's a lot there, man. You're strong as hell, because that is not something that people could easily have overcome. Don't make that face. Don't make that
I mean, like I said, I give credit to having a lot of support.
You have a lot of support, but there's also a self motivator and a driver, right? Like you just told me you were in a nursing home and you couldn't live with that support system.
Yeah.
That's tough shit. So obviously it speaks volumes about what you ended up focusing on and becoming, who you ended up becoming. So I commend you, man.
Thank you.
Like, I know we don't know each other that well, but shit, man. I think that's fucking something people should aspire to have, that kind of focus. There are people who are mildly inconvenient and just quit on shit. It's like, oh, I stubbed my toe. My day is ruined. It's like, shut the fuck up. There are bigger problems out there. There are people who like, oh my God, I got a flat today. It's the worst day of my life. Are you fucking kidding me? So probably gives you a lot of perspective.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah. Those 6 months, right? I don't know. What else can I say about it?
Oh, good. Let's take a quick commercial break. When we get back, we'll jump right back in. I know we talked about you establishing this and what's that process like. I'm curious, like, was there resistance? Was like, how did you, between you and your friend, how long did that take? So we'll be right back, guys.
Big Bang Boom Collective is Orlando's burlesque and cabaret entertainment group, comprised of Midnight Fables Cabaret, Big Bang Boom Cabaret, and Foxy's Den. Follow us on Instagram at Big Bang Boom Collective, or join our VIP email list for info on upcoming shows by visiting www.bigbangboomcollective.com.
So we're back here with Natalia, and just getting a little bit more information about that process and what it took to get that the Women on Wheels NYC established. You said you were motivated by seeing all these support groups that didn't necessarily support you. They weren't built for you. They weren't made for you, even though that you were finding value in some of them.
I don't want to say they didn't support me.
Not as much as they were supporting other people with other concerns and other questions. Not to say that they weren't supportive. Obviously, you found value in them and you found a lot of ways to like branch off. But there was a specific need for you and people like you. And that was the motivating factor. What was that process like? What does that take? Because you seem very well established. Like, and lots of stuff going on.
You know, thank you for saying that.
Because fake it till you make it. like, what do you mean? You've everywhere, and I think that you're doing a great job. So tell us about that.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. What we started in 2014 was a support group. Mm-hmm. That's our base. That's our nucleus. That's personally my North Star. But we started a support group, and we were running it once a month.
Yeah.
That, by the way, I meant to say, I don't know if I'm supposed to be drinking bourbon, and I'm so sorry.
No, remember we rebranded. You can drink whatever you want.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. What are you drinking?
So, we already talked about her enough. Your cousin got me this bottle out in Baltimore.
What is it?
It's a Weller. It's a wheated bourbon whiskey. So, but I put our brand on it.
Wheated, like with weed?
Wheated, wheat.
Oh, okay. I wanted to make sure.
Wheated, yeah.
Okay.
With weed. Listen, I'm not here to judge anyone, but I'm a drinker, not a smoker.
Oh, you don't partake?
No. I haven't ever smoked weed in my life, actually. I've had like edibles when I visited Denver. Back in the day, like 5 years ago. I've never smoked weed.
What is that like?
Cost savings.
You are speaking facts. That is holy God.
Yeah, I'm not worried about bud and then getting the munchies or any of the papers or any of the random tools and all these things that people have. I'm not worried about losing lighters. I will talk about that. And I'm also like, I'm lactose intolerant, and all my friends give me the hardest fucking time. They're always just like, I can't believe you can't eat cheese. Like, I would die without cheese. I was like, no, you would die without oxygen or water, but cheese, you'll be fine. You'll figure it out. Yeah. But I tell people, they're like, oh, just take Lactaid so you can eat what you want. I was like, do you think I want to pay more money so I can get fatter? Because what's preventing me from eating pints of ice cream to the face is the fact that it will kill me. Not kill me, but it hurts a lot. Otherwise, you would fucking see me with like 4 pints of ice cream in the fridge. I have no self-control, bro. Don't give me options.
Oh, wow. Well, that's smart of you then. Because I know a lot of people who do like take like stuff to be able to enjoy what they want.
Right. But imagine me on weed or bud. Like, I would fucking eat a fridge worth of shit. No, I'm not putting myself in these circumstances. Wake up the next day. Why is there Wendy's wrappers on my bed? What the fuck happened last night?
Yeah, I feel ya.
This is going to be a little bit of bonus. This is a little bonus. I got drunk and I was playing video games with my friends and said, I really want cookies. And there's this place called Night Owl Cookies. Drunk me and sober me operate very differently. Like, drunk me, he's like, that's sober me's problem. I woke up to like 4 big ass cookies like this. And I ate like a bite of each at 2 a.m. Didn't even want the whole fucking cookie. I just wanted a bite of each. I was like, what the fuck am I doing with this? I can imagine if I was high. No.
Wow. Yeah. That was drunk. Okay.
Yeah. Drunk. That was drunk. Yeah, whatever. But so you.
Sorry, that was me. I digressed.
Oh no. All good. Hey, this is meant to be fun and get to know you and be conversational. So digress all the hell you want. It's my show. Right? I can do what I want. We can talk about whatever you want.
Okay. All right.
But what were the like initial hurdles and that you encountered? Was a resistance or like when you started that organization?
I think, well, when we started it, we were in person and we were running group once a month out of Mount Sinai Hospital. And I wouldn't say that there was resistance. There was some restrictions that I wasn't a fan of. there were some people who didn't understand the need for something separate just for women, which those people aren't a part of the group, obviously. And there were just so many men. Like, we used to run this thing out of a room that had like a door with a window on it.
Yeah.
And there were so many men that would just be like, I don't know what kind of
what are they
weird
doing in
sexual
there?
rituals they thought we were doing in there. But that was the most, stuff that we got. But other than that,
Mhm.
it was fantastic. We got to just meet, vent, and bond and do that whole thing. But we also did like a lot of outings. We would like celebrate birthdays every month, have little birthday parties for everyone every month.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And it was amazing. And then when the pandemic hit,
Pandemic ruins everything.
yeah. Well, they said it was like the moment of like natural selection. In that moment, like some people sunk and some people like thrived in that
Holy shit, yeah.
environment. It's true though.
Yeah, you're right.
Think about it. I think it's true for sure. I saw people that started all kinds of things and made it big.
TikTok influencers, all these people making these videos, people suddenly doing projects like, oh, I made flower pots and all this shit random. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I love that though, that moment
Yeah.
that people were just trying all kinds of new things. And well, anyway, at the time, my co-founder had just gotten her doctorate and just had a baby and moved back upstate to her hometown. And so I decided to take the group virtual myself.
Mhm.
And when we did that, we were able to have like a much larger reach. And the attendance just grew exponentially at that time.
Okay.
And people were really, really like committed to it, showing up regularly. And it let me know that, that we had a greater purpose and there was a bigger need for us than just in that small room. So I decided to keep it going. And
So the pandemic helped.
like, pandemic helped. The pandemic helped a lot, actually. Not me, but the
I'm saying for your organization and to be able to bring you out together a little bit easier. Virtual was a good path, right?
It was. And there were so many people that joined from other places in the country and in the world that was like,
oh shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 I'm still shocked by it.
Where were they joining from?
Oh my gosh. So if before we were only in New York, we had people in Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Florida, California, Texas, Mexico, the UK, and Nigeria.
What?
I don't even know how they found us.
I was like, how did they advertise to it? Like, what platforms were you using to try to reach out to people?
Listen, I don't know, because the social media was looking nothing like it looks today.
I'm gonna need you to start doing my marketing. How the hell are you reaching Nigeria?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, fucking.
But that goes to show that there were some people that were really in search of community at that time. So who knew? Now we do. So so that was 2020, like mid 2020, I think. And that was also when I decided to go back to school to get my first degree was in culinary nutrition. And so I went back to get my master's in disability studies. And I realized how much I could handle. It was stressful. It was difficult, but I realized how much I could handle. And so by 2023, we were still going strong. The group was. And I've sat on a couple boards and I know a couple people with nonprofit organizations, and it gave me the confidence to feel like I could do this. I could do this. So we founded at the top of 2023. And the biggest hurdle, I must say, is I underestimated the amount of work that this is by a lot.
Hence why we've missed each other for like 6 months now. So like,
Yes, exactly. I think I just like I was so happy and excited that we were able to reach so many people and that I saw that so many people really had the interest, that I felt like, okay, well, we'll start a nonprofit and then we'll be able to like branch out and do more stuff and, just touch more people. I don't know who I thought was gonna lead all this stuff, but I wasn't thinking me.
you wait. You started a found. So I just want to be clear. So you started an organization. You went to school to get a master's in how to run and get this organization running well, and then looked around and was like, "So who's in charge, ma'am?"
Bro,
you have made yourself the most qualified person in the room, and then looked around.
Listen, I want to be clear. Okay, my degree was in disability studies, right? Mm-hmm. And so
while you were founding an organization for disabilities,
but you are right about that one. but it's different. It's not training in nonprofit management. Like the biggest thing is don't make that face.
This is my face. This is what I look like at all times. It's not very. That's why I'm funny. I'm not very good looking.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I
always look this way.
What?
Disability studies. You got your master's. And you were looking around like, hey, who's going to be in charge? Your friend who helped run it with you has left.
Yes.
I feel like someone should be walking around being like, hey, I need to pay attention. So yeah. Were you looking for a more adult? Were you looking for a more adult? Like I know I'm an adult, but I need another adult to adult this. No, that's just me. This is why.
I'm the professional now. Okay, all right. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
You're thinking like, oh, it's a nonprofit organization, and da, 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 da. It's a business. I didn't realize that it is a business. 100%, and not the kind of business where I also don't have the agency to just like say, oh, I'm gonna sell this or produce this and give it to the world in this way. Like, no, I have restrictions on how I get money. And basically I have to beg and I have to write long papers, which they just call grant applications. They are papers as far as I'm concerned. I feel like I'm back at school. Anyway.
You have a master's. So who's the most prepared person in the room still?
You know what? I'm not, because actually, like my team, God bless them. Like, I have like lawyers on my team and like just really, really smart people. Mm-hmm. So I am not the most qualified to run an entire organization is what I'm trying to say.
But it sounds like you are, though. You just described the team. You hired the best around you, the brightest you could. You have the brightest, the best. You coordinated this. So just a manager doesn't have to be the smartest person in the room or the most equipped in a certain skill set. A manager just has to know how to manage and bring those people together and make sure that they work well together. It motivates them and shares their mission, vision, and their purpose with emphasis and vigor. I don't know. I feel like we should walk through what a manager should be and who should be running an organization. I got to give you a hard time. I have to give you a hard time because this is my way of commending you. I don't think you'd like taking compliments, but it sounds like you were the perfect person for obviously you were. Look at the year. This is not something that disappeared. You found success. You hired the people around you. It was a lot of work, but do you wake up every day happy that you took that first step?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Even though I don't make a dime, I didn't do it for that, but it would be helpful. I understand that I'm in a stage where I need to just keep grinding to be able to get there. But no, I know I need to do better with like, it's just, it's hard for me to take credit for something I don't feel like I could do without a team.
Yeah, but
so I call it a team.
Yeah, but there's nothing in the world that you could do by yourself. successfully. No one could do anything without a team. 95% of anyone who's successful is because they're surrounded by support.
Yeah.
Whether you were born into it, you earned it by grinding, but you got a teacher, you had a training, you had fucking experience, you had someone open a door for you, you had someone give you an opportunity. Yeah, you're right. You are existing in the... Yes, you do have a team, but you give you yourself and your team credit. Give them credit too, but you're part of that team, homie. If you want, once a month, you can call me. I'll give you a motivational speech that sounds like I'm yelling at you. But if that's what you need, call me.
I feel like you're good. You're actually pretty good right now.
Call me once a month. Hey, look, I'm about to get on the subway. Can you yell at me and tell me, I'm doing all right? Yeah, let's go. Fuck it. I got 15 minutes. Let's do this. Like,
it's motivational speaking. How about that?
No, I'm good. For homies, I do that. But okay. I mean, I guess my point is, like, there's a lot of work that you're doing, and you reached literally across continents to get people during a time where no one was really communicating like they used to. Bro, I know we're our toughest critic. You're going to be there thinking in your head, like, I'm not doing enough. I'm not where I want to be. That's who should be in charge. Because if you became complacent and it didn't matter anymore, you should not be in charge. You're like, I'm gonna write this shit down. I should be in charge. So there you go. You were doing exactly what you should be. Wow. You should be harder on yourself.
I needed to hear that. I needed to hear that.
If you felt that you did enough, you're not the right person.
Wow. I'm really glad you said that to me. Okay. That was a good gem. That was a really good gem. Oh, true. Because I do. That is me. I'm always just like, oh, we're not doing enough. And I don't know. I'm stuck in between, like, we don't want to fool ourselves into thinking that we're too important. We're human beings and we're going to end up in the dirt anyway. So I don't want to, like, I don't know, make it like too big in my head either.
The concept of legacy. Are you doing it for you anymore? You have support. You're not. You're doing it for people who don't have it. Yeah. So, I still don't. I feel like we're saying the same thing from different perspectives. Like, I feel like it's not. Yeah, you established that you had the support you needed. You had the loved ones. You had all that, and you paid it forward in the best way you knew how. You created a space for people who look like you, who needed this, who had similar experiences. There we are. You did the right thing. You felt there was a gap. You created something to fill that gap. And that's not a sexual joke. Like, that was back to Todd and those conferences for like sex.
Todd.
Fucking Todd. I can't stand that, man. Fucking pumps and stuff. Shots and what is it? Pink horse powder, whatever the fuck you said.
Yeah.
Is that a real thing?
Yes, Cameron pushes it. Pink horsepower.
Cameron pushes Cam. Oh, I love Cam's comeback, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love the fact that he is come back, him and Mase, but that's for another day.
It's great.
I feel like
don't get me started.
Oh, I got when he checked Adrian Broner, when he checked that dude, I was like, not who I expected to be checking people, but I'm happy he did.
Yeah. He's. I like it.
Yeah, and I love his level of petty too. But that's for a different day. I like petty. I like 50 Cent because he's petty.
Listen, what did Cardi B just say? She said when they go low, you're supposed to go high. She's like, no, when they go low, I go to hell.
Yeah, you go to hell. Cardi B's petty too. Her recent, like, when she was on the trial, like she was whatever the fuck was going on. He's like, well, like, why did you call her fat? Or why did you call her bigger? She's like, just points at the lady.
She was just like, just look like she looks like, she could guard a building.
Yeah, she looks like she could be security. She could guard a building. I was like, Cardi, I love you.
It was amazing. And then, but the kicker was her coming out and throwing the pen at the journalist, like right after.
I love Cardi B. I don't listen to her music, but I just love her as an energy and a personality.
God bless the Bronx.
Bro, one of my favorite. We had a question. We used to do a would you rather, or like who would you, or like I said we had a question, who would be the best person to throw you a bachelor party? And this is a room full of, like, we're just a couple of my homeboys who are like playing video games, and people were like, oh, the weekend. I was like, I feel like I'll be depressed and doing drugs. I don't want to hang out the weekend. I feel like I would start missing exes I never really loved. I don't know what the fuck I don't want to hang out with him. Like, he's going to be crying the whole time in a corner. He's going to be playing haunted strip club music. I don't know if I want that. Like, that's the weekend is all haunted strip club music. The first 3 albums. Like,
yeah, but they were epic. I love them.
Awesome.
I don't like any of his new stuff. I love. Yeah.
Oh no, we're 100% there. I love his shit, but
I never thought of the imagery of a haunted strip.
That's what it is. Really, listen to Glass Table Girls.
Drinking alone.
Yeah, it's just doing drugs and drinking by yourself with a woman who doesn't love you. Like, she's not even making eye contact while she's dancing on you. Like, that's all I imagine in every weekend song.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, how sad are you?
Like, that's just slap though. I don't know why.
Yeah, like I wasn't depressed before I listened to this, but I'm kind of sad now, and I'm enjoying it. I don't know why I'm doing this to me.
Right? Wait, so who would you rather?
So I picked Cardi B, and I said, not only does Cardi know how to party, her music's great. She has strippers on deck, and she does not seem like the energy ever turns off. Like, she seems like a ride or die bachelor party. Like, this is my job, and she's gonna take that shit serious.
Yeah. That was a good call.
Yeah. And my friends are like, yo, Cardi B might be the best answer ever.
Yeah. Yeah. She's got the team on deck too, just like you said.
Yeah.
She's got some integrity behind that too. Like,
yeah. And I feel like she would check people for you. There would never be a moment where you're not having fun.
Facts.
Like, no, you get out of my friend's face. You go, 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 go. I'm like, thank you, Cardi.
You're not shaking it good enough, girl. You better go.
Like, this is a B+ booty shake. Get another girl in here. It's like, my man's getting married. It's like,
and B+ won't make the cut.
Not for Cardi. She has high standards.
Yeah, you're right.
Remember,
that wasn't a call.
If you're not doing, if you feel like you're doing enough, you're not the right person for the call. And Cardi's going to be doing it. Doing it. All right. Enough of that. We went deep, sentimental, and all that. Gave you motivational speech. So, I'll be here every month if you need me.
Thank you. I might take you up on it. Listen.
I got you, fam. For the people who are still like, what the fuck just happened here? We're going to go back. Relax. It's my show. We do what we want. So tell us about some of those key programs and activities that now you're doing for the support systems you've created in all these programs and kind of things that stand out or, want to highlight. Yeah.
So we do a weekly virtual support group, which is what I was talking about. Mm-hmm. Anybody with a spinal cord injury or paralysis can join. Well, any woman.
Fuck you, Todd.
And
you will say it. I will. I don't know him. I work for you now. Remember, I'm your motivation. So you're not his. So weekly call. So
we have our weekly virtual support group every Wednesday. We have educational presentations. A lot of the time we have people come and join the group and speak on different topics. So we've had everything from like reproductive rights and patients' rights to gynecological care and health, emergency preparedness, ostomy care, sexual health and awareness. And then we post all of our talks on our YouTube page, so it's just there for people to get it whenever they want to, on their own time. And then we have events.
I've seen some of those.
Yeah. We have I would like to say we have pretty cool events. We've had things like a spa day, which was pretty epic, and awesome. We had like people hum and do massages and facials and nails. Huh?
People humming?
No, I said.
I thought you said people hum. I was like, hum?
No, no.
Okay. I don't know what spa days are like. Okay, this is weird to me. I was like, people just.
Yeah, we had a sound bath going in the corner. No, like I know. It was just, some massages and facials and manicures and stuff like that, and food, and that was fun. We had. I'm sorry, my mind went because I'm thinking of. I know that at least for 2 women, that was the first time that they'd like been out. Like after being injured.
Oh shit.
So for them to see like us just like chilling, having a good time, being pampered, like shooting the shit. I think it was like very like shocking for them in a good way. and I see them motivated doing a lot of things, and so that's awesome. But yeah, so we had like a spa day, we had a masquerade mixer, which my personal favorite. And I wanted to like a lot of the times when like we get sex talks, they're very like medicalized. They're very sterile. It's very like Bueller.
When Ben
You know?
Stein's, Ben Stein.
Yeah, it's like it sucks. So not not in a good way. But the masquerade mixer, I wanted to bring I wanted to bring like kink to the forefront too, because after you're like no, okay.
I was just
Okay.
giving Todd a really hard time. Okay, I'm just messing with you.
No, and the guys were like, "Can we come to this one? Like, you're always leaving us out." I'm like, "Are you kidding? The world is literally made for you, and we have birthed you. Do you know?" Okay.
This is for another day. Welcome for the unedited version of this conversation. Make sure that you sign up for our Patreon. We're not...
Birth our oppressors. I have to say this out loud. Women birth their oppressors. Fucking think about that.
All the time. I mean, I was born and raised in a Hispanic household full of women. Yeah, I think about it all. They reminded me all the time.
Okay, good. Good household. I like that household. But yeah, so I wanted to like have something.
Why do you think I'm so calm? Like it's just yelled at all the time. It's like, you know what you've done? No, I just got here.
You exist, and now we got to tell you about yourself. God damn it!
I was like, I have a choice in the matter, right? Like I just got here. I just got a vibing. Hi, Mom.
It's listen in the spinal cord injury community alone. Like we make up 20% women. We only make up 20% of the community. It's said that because a lot of these things happen like in car accidents or like with like extreme sports and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I guess men partake more in those kinds of things. But
there's a statistic that women live longer than men because we're really dumb. So there's that.
Yeah, I've heard that one. I've heard that one. Yeah.
We're really dumb and we're always stressed. So like, you guys will outlive us because we do stupid shit. Half the shit on YouTube where someone's like crashing into some tribute. Like, this is Jackass. I've never seen one woman be on the show Jackass.
There's not a Mrs. Beast.
Nope. Not at all. I mean, not out loud. Yeah, there might be someone in the background making sure he doesn't spend all his money to do something stupid. Yes. But like...
Yeah, but not the person like facilitating the fucking stupidity. So anyway, so I wanted to have something... that was more laid back and that people can do.
The masquerade was a little bit more.
Yeah, it was. So it was a masquerade mixer, and we had it at this really dope bar that was all like black and pink anyway, because that's our aesthetic and my lifestyle is pink. But we had like, oh my God, we had like burlesque. I told you I'm into burlesque. We had burlesque dancers. We had like a comedian from the queer community who did really raunchy jokes. We had body artists, like body paint going around.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, we had a whole table of like all kinds of sex toys, like especially like adapted ones that would be easy for people with like finger dexterity issues like me. We had like a lingerie vendor. We had a dom there who did a demonstration and like tied people up, and like we had fireplay. Like it was like it was amazing. And people could check things out on their own time. Like you don't have to, be in a well lit room trying to like analyze if this dildo is gonna work for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
does anyone know if this will work? No?
Right. It's like so uncomfortable. But it was cool, we had drinks and food and it was a good time. So I love that. And leading up to that, I had like a little sexy kind of boudoir shoot with like 6 other ladies that have disabilities, the wheelchair users. And yeah, I was doing it like leading up to this event. I was thinking about using it for promotion, but more than that, I just wanted to give these ladies the opportunity to just feel sexy and it only be about that, not being sexy as a disabled person or anything like that. Just a dope experience where you get to take some hot pictures. Mm-hmm. And that was also amazing. I know some of the women were really thankful to have had that experience. We had hair and makeup and the whole thing going on. We do like sailing trips a lot, like you sail the boat, like us sailing the
Okay.
boat, like not on a big boat,
That's dope.
on like those little, what are they, J13s, I think they're called. But it's just a two-person boat, and they would make like adaptive seats for us. And I was sailing the boat with like two ropes that they just wrapped a million times around my hands, and I would just steer the. It was amazing. It was amazing, and we got to give that opportunity to a lot of women for the first time.
I
And
I love that, because for anyone at home that's like, oh, it might sound like, hey, this is a normal event. That's the point. Like, you're trying to give a sense of normalcy. You're trying to give them back, like, hey, you said two of those women hadn't been out since their accident. Like, there has to be a dark place that your head goes to where it's like, I'm not out there. I'm not around people. Like, there's a lot of people who say that they want to live in a cabin in the woods somewhere away from people, but that would be by choice. Feeling like you can't go out because you don't feel like yourself anymore, and having, like you said earlier on our conversation about giving people a space where they can build a new identity and find a new who they are, is important. And to get that, you need to navigate the world as a new version of you.
yeah,
And sense of familiarity and making sure that they're still comfortable. It's like, I can still feel sexy. I can still feel pretty. I can still do the things I was enjoying before. I can still go sailing. I'm not restricted. This is not the end of my life. This is a different way of living. So
yeah,
I love that you were able to provide that in such broad ways. Like, even the spa thing, I was like, yeah, like, it sounded like, oh, that's a normal. Wait, for some of these women, that is something that they stopped doing, maybe because either they felt like they couldn't anymore, or they weren't finding, like, there has to be, and I don't mean to speak for anyone, but there has to be a sense of, like, if I'm going somewhere by myself and I'm already uncomfortable with who I am now, I feel even more uncomfortable.
yes,
Like, and the fact that as an organization and, leading an organization, like you rightfully should do so, reminder that you deserve this. You've created this, like, hey, I'm sure you talked to the spa. They're aware of the people. They're aware of everything. You did what would be the awkward thing for them, and it's no longer awkward, weird, and uncomfortable. And now they could just be. I feel like, is this the first time that someone is telling you that what you did? Is this an intervention? Are we having like a break? Is no one told you what you did?
Maybe what it is it's the first time. I mean, saying it in the way that you're saying it, yeah, it's the first time I'm hearing it, but also not hearing it from someone who, like,
I have no vested interest. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Someone, like, even if it's invested interest of love, like a friend,
Yeah.
like a supporter already. And I'm like, well, you love me, so thank you,
bro, like, this is important. Look, I'm going to tell you something, even to being funny for those at home, what's the last time as an adult you made a doctor's appointment for yourself? Yeah, exactly. All right. So we already know that simple thing where I am, like, for all intents and purposes, like, hey, not paraplegic. There's no unique things about my life. I've been living the exact same life. Nothing has changed. Still, it is a bitch for me to even shop for new car insurance, let alone to be in a new form of existing, to call someone and say, hey, I want to book a spa day. I've not been outside for like 6 months or whatever amount of time. I want to do this. I'm in a wheelchair, like, explaining all this and wanting to not feel like you're being treated differently is fucking nerve-wracking, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And people will probably shy away from it. And then that just forces you to not puts you in a position where you're not doing the things.
Yeah.
So if, the fearless leader of this organization does it and make sure that it's organized and everything is taken care of and taken into account, and I could just be, bro, like, this is massive. I know it sounds, someone's at home's like, no, it sounds easy to you. It sounds easy to you. Fuck you, make the phone calls then. Like, if someone's at home, fuck you, make the phone calls.
Right.
Go ahead and make these phone calls.
If you, like, it's not only having to find your sense of self and get the confidence to want to do these things, but I'll tell you, when I was in the nursing home, one of my first experiences, I wanted to get my hair done. I hadn't been in a salon for like a year at the time. And I went with my mom to this salon that was across the street. I promise you, it was like that scene in The Color Purple. And like she like opened the door and looked at me and was like, and slammed the door in our face. It was the first time I ever saw my mother cry. Mind you, she had just been with me for the last year and a half of this whole thing. She just, because I think for her, it was like, she felt like, oh my God, this is going to be your life now outside. You know what I mean? We'd never like tried to do anything outside. And I had that experience with another salon. So that's the other part of it, the lack of like actual structural accessibility into things. Because at the beginning, you're not thinking how much research you need to do into a place. You might just want to go to a salon and not realize like, oh, you can't get in, or they don't want to let your head next to the shampoo bowl because they think your chair is going to break it. That's been said to me multiple times too. Sometimes you can look up a place. This just happened with Denisa the other day when she was picking a bar for us to go to. On the place, on the like whatever the page is on Google, it tells you that it's wheelchair accessible. But I know better. And so I call and I'm like, hey, are there steps to get into the front? And they're like, yeah, but after that, there's no steps.
How's it wheelchair accessible? You literally said there's a wait. I can't access. I swear to God, are those the same people who are putting limitations on how much you need to make to get affordable income? Because those two motherfuckers need to stop being in charge of shit.
Oh my God.
Like those two.
It probably is. But yeah, I don't think that I know from experience and just my experiences with other people. You don't think about that in the beginning. So all those things are discouraging.
Yeah. And someone who's lived it, found the space. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Anyone at home that's like, oh, shut up. Make the phone calls, Greg. I will put you on the phone. You make the goddamn arrangements and changes.
Oh my God.
Because I am not about that shit. Because I get so fucking frustrated when I see those things. And I think because I've had friends who are disabled who've gone through this, just in general, I just think people should be more understanding of like others' needs. I get frustrated when it's like, oh, blah, blah. Stop, shut the fuck up. Like, yeah, it might seem simple for you. It might seem easy for you. Like, fucking be thankful for what you have. Like, I've had even friends who are just, oh, I'm diabetic. I have to check my blood every like couple hours. I have to do all this stuff, blah, blah. I can't drink, blah, blah. And then you hear people say out loud, oh, I just have one drink. It can't hurt. Technically, it can. Stop.
Yeah.
I had a team member who just from that, like, she worked for me. No one knew how to deal with it. And her blood sugar dropped. But I've always become very, like, I could tell the signs. I worked with her long enough. She was my employee. And people were just trying like, oh, is she okay? Does she need water? I was like, what sugar is there in water? I'm like, please walk away. Like, I was like, oh, what does she need? Not you above her. Go get me cookies. Yeah. Go get me some shit.
Yeah.
Fucking move. Like, it's just how ignorant people are. And I know I'm coming off harsh. Some people just come from a place of ignorance and they want to learn. And I know we talked about it early on. If you have questions, if you have like, hey, I want to know more about it, ask from a place of like, don't be a dick. They'll be like, hey, what the fuck? Don't stop, Greg. No one cares about your pump. But like, ask questions, right? Like if someone was asking, hey, like, what do you need to come to the spa?
Right.
You can have that conversation clearly and transparently.
Right.
Fuck. Yeah. If you want me to call people, I just curse people out. In my job, I can't curse as much as I want, so I will do it as a side hustle. 1-800 curse out. Like that's too many digits. It's not gonna call anything.
You can figure it out though.
I'll figure it out.
That would be dope.
Yeah,
no, I do get there's a lot of ignorance, but I always just try and believe that it's just from a place of ignorance and not knowing better. And there's a lot of people who feel like, you know, they don't want to have the conversation with someone, and they didn't sign up to be anyone's educator, and they are right to feel that way. I just personally feel like if I'm encountering ignorance and I can like remold it into something like not as uninformed, I'm gonna do that because I don't want to pass on that ignorance to like my fellow person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get it. I know people was like, it's not my job to educate you. Yeah. You're right, but don't bitch about the results. like I don't know why that person doesn't know better. You had an opportunity to tell them better.
Right, that part.
Shut the fuck up then. You can't bitch about the world that you are okay with existing. You didn't want to do the uncomfortable part, but you want to bitch. Shut the fuck up. I fucking hate people are fucking children. Sorry. Like, I don't mean to be someone's at home like Arthur's angry. I was like, I'm not angry. I just don't think people understand how much better the world would be if people tried to at least approach things from a space of curiosity and trying to understand and trying to get a different perspective.
Yeah, I agree. I agree completely.
Yeah, instead of willful ignorance. It's like, that's not my problem. Like, it can be. What happens if this is you next year? Like in your story, this wasn't how you were born.
Exactly.
Accident happened and you adapted. Should I treat that person who wanted to approach? Let's say that hairdresser came back and they fucking lost their ability to do something. Are you going to treat her poorly? There's a part of me that kind of might. But you're better than me. So like, hopefully they don't run into me.
No, I'll tell her about herself and then I will provide her whatever services it is she needs.
Do you remember last year when I came by? Give her the hardest time.
Like, oh, you're going to hear about it for sure.
Oh, I know. I'm petty. Like someone ghosted me for several months. Listen, so I want to... Natalia's like, I was getting too comfortable him being nice. All right. So I know that you got a lot going on, and I don't want to keep you too late. So I just kind of want to ask you a couple more questions. Do you got time for me?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, look, you got a business to run, a nonprofit organization /business/world to run, and community to run. So, there's that. I want to make sure you're well rested. You said you were tired. It's Thursday. I'm trying to be considerate. All right. So, like, what messages of encouragement and advice would you offer women with spinal cord injuries who are seeking a community or a sense of empowerment outside of obviously your resources, which we will share at the end of the show?
Okay.
I was not ready for that question. Huh? Like, no, go on.
No. I mean, I would definitely say do that. Seek out community. If at the end of the day, you find that that's not your thing, you'll find what it is that is your thing. But I do want to say that someone that gets injured now or is still looking for support, I am really happy that the new school has social media, because there are some people in regions where you're not going to find like community groups. Like, it's people that are very far out in places. And there's so many good influencers. Like, and I'm talking specifically about people with spinal cord injury, paralysis, other kinds of disabilities that are giving so much good information, like, to people within the community and abroad. And so I would say definitely like take advantage of that, because you have that, and find the community. Even if you feel shy, even if you feel like it might not be exactly that right fit, it might lead you in the direction of the community and the support that you're looking for. And be unafraid to ask the questions.
I like that. I think you're right. We often speak about like the evils and the negatives of social media and those social networks. There's a lot of positive there. Building a community, finding like-minded people, even if it's, just, hey, common interest. There's a lot of avenues. And I think we often forget what social media was essentially meant for. Not just fucking doom scrolling and me watching these videos of people welding metal and things that go in a giant dark hole of like, what the fuck is this? This is so cool. So I love that. And if you don't mind, at the end of it, shoot me some of those people's handles, and I'll make sure I'll tag them in there as well.
Okay. Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, because I think it's important to, like, if someone's interested, where they can find them and everything like that. There's a lot of, if there's resources out there, I want to, even if all I do is just one fucking reel pops up and someone's like, oh, I never knew about this, I will that will make my month. That will make my year. So whatever we can do to support. I do think that it's important, and I love that you do advocate for inclusivity and making sure that beyond, support services, Women on Wheels is dedicated to promoting greater awareness and inclusivity for individuals of all abilities, whether it's just, people like me who don't know better for the most part. I know what I know, but obviously I can't ever know about your experience. I'd like that you don't gatekeep it. Everything I see online, it's like, hey, if you want to know, I'll tell you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, do you find that makes you more motivated to more people who talk to you? Do you find that that's like, or do you get motivated if not enough? Like, what keeps that drive going for someone who feels like I'm not enough? Like some Kendrick Lamar thing. Someone tag Kendrick. He's not going to respond.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
you're like, I can't stand this man.
No! You're just asking really good questions. So the question is, how do I stay motivated?
Yeah, how do you stay motivated? Is it seeing more people pop up? Is it when you start seeing the numbers die down? Like, what keeps you like, I need to do more?
No, it's definitely more um when I see either newly injured people or people who were kind of closed off,
Mhm.
open themselves up to the community. Like one of the women that I was talking about, so we went to this dancing workshop. So this like dance in school, they were doing a really cool thing where they grouped up with another organization that does like adaptive dance for people with disabilities because they wanted to educate themselves on how to properly instruct their students that were wheelchair users, which is super dope.
That is.
Yeah, so the dance company, they needed a network that was local here in New York that might have a couple of people in wheelchairs that wanted to participate. And thankfully, I did have that community to offer. And so one of the women, it was her first time out after being injured. And it had been like maybe a year or something.
Mhm.
And I think thought she was going to watch people dance.
She didn't know she was about to participate.
Exactly. I didn't know. I don't think the girl even knew she could dance until she got there. And that she could feel like a full person, respected and not being talked down to because of her disability. And so she has been like a super, super supporter of the group and helps me out with so many things. But cut to last year,
Do you want to give her a
we
shout out?
had, no, she's pretty shy.
All right, cool. We
Pretty
still
shy.
appreciate you.
But I mean, she knows who she is. So, cut to last year, we had our first wine tasting, which we're having our second one this year, which I'm going to tell you
What
about.
are you drinking?
Huh?
What are you drinking? I seen you fill up that chalice of wine. What was that?
Not a chalice. He said a chalice. Actually, this is an orange wine.
Excuse me?
And it's an orange wine.
I heard, what? What's an orange wine? Is it orange flavored or?
So
we'll get there later. So you had a wine tasting.
Yeah, I don't want to explain it wrong, but I know that it's like they leave the skins in from, is it Chardonnay? I don't know. I don't want to say it wrong. But what I like about it is that it has kind of like an oaky undertone for me. It feels like not aged in a vat, but aged in like some oak. And I don't know if that's true, but I like it. But I am guilty of mixing it with like my THC drinks. So I'm sorry, Yannick, don't kill me.
Oh my God. No one's judging. You're in New York. It's perfectly legal there. Do your thing.
Oh, I thank you. No, I mean oh no, not because I'm consuming weed. Everybody knows that.
Oh,
it's just messing with the integrity of the wine, and he's a sommelier. But that's a perfect example. So my friend Yannick, who is an amazing sommelier, very, very well respected. He was the person who he himself also started a nonprofit organization, and he served like a mentor to me. And now he gives back to the community so much. Like he built up something great and now he's giving back to the community. Another good example that I have around me. But he was the person who volunteered to hold a wine seminar for me. And that was what the wine tasting was last year. But this person that I'm talking about from the dance, cut to a couple years later, she wanted to come to the wine tasting and she invited a lot of friends, like past co-workers. And she told me that it was specifically because she wanted them to see that she was okay, that she was just a person with a community of people that she has a good time with, that she's not a perpetual patient. And that for me was like amazing that we could provide her first experience that gave her confidence, provide her so many other events that then she ended up coming to all the time, and then provide her just the security that she had in herself. Like, you know what, bitches, this is me now. Everybody like get familiar. I'm living my life. We're good. I loved that.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
I don't know if I answered your question. I got
all that matters is that you're fine. That was perfect. Like
I just don't even remember what it was.
Oh, it's fine. For those who, as we're closing out, because it's about that time, right? You got stuff going. For our listeners who are inspired by your work, what is the best ways for them to get involved, support the mission of Women on Wheels? Where can they find you? All that.
Well, I mean, I would say start with our website, womenonwheelsnyc.org. And it's the same, Women on Wheels NYC, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube. And I would say get to know what it is that we do, and then you can reach out. You can email, you can DM if you want to volunteer, if you want to learn more. I have like medical supply companies that reach out because they want to present to the group. I have we're doing a symposium with FIT on adaptive design in kitchens. It's just, you can reach out in a plethora of ways, and you can support. And obviously you can support financially because we need some money to keep this thing going. And that can be done on our website for sure. But yeah, that's where you can reach out and ask. People offer help in all kinds of ways. Like, I have people that reach out and say, hey, if you want me to help reviewing grants, I can help you do that. Hey, if you want me to help with photography, I can do that. Like, it's okay to think outside the box. Any support is support.
Hey, next time I'm in town, if you want, I can support with photography. I'm a man of not many skills. Just jokes.
Do you edit videos? Of course you.
Yeah, depends. We'll talk about it later. Depends what it is. And speed. My main thing is more photography editing. That's more me.
Okay.
The rest is ahead of a learning skill. But enough of that. Where can people find you and support you and follow you on social media and see all the great adventures and everything that you're doing for the community and give you big ups like I have been doing? So once a month, everyone could just yell at you and say, you're great.
My personal Instagram is Sweet Really Mad. I'm not too active on there, but the one you want to look at is Women on Wheels NYC for sure. Yeah, that's us.
Funny enough,
everywhere on all platforms.
Isn't that funny how when you start running a business or like some kind of platform, you forget about your personal pages completely?
Yeah,
this is fucking so weird. I went back to one of my to my personal IG. I had like 82 messages. I was like, oh shit, y'all still write me in here?
Yeah, me too, all the time. So, thankfully, I have somebody helping with the wild social media, so it's not that bad there. But we're doing all right.
I'm gonna write them. I was like, tell them that she's great. All right, guys. So we're gonna wrap up. Natalia has to go. Unfortunately, she has an empire to run. I'm joking. But I do want to. She's not really a joke. She's a busy woman. I do want to give you a lot of thanks for actually finally locking this down with me. I know I've been giving you a hard time this whole time, but that's kind of my thing. So welcome to my world. I do appreciate you taking time.
Thank you for having me. This was fun. I was really happy to be here.
Next time this shouldn't take this long. Guys, if you're enjoying everything we're doing, make sure obviously give Natalia a follow, and make sure that you support wherever you can, even if all it is just sharing these posts with people out there in the big wide world. Not Nigeria, because we got it covered. Joking.
Hey, talk about it.
Yeah. But follow us, Last Call with Arthur on IG, Last Call podcast with Arthur on YouTube. Like I said, this is all going to be curated and put into specific playlists. If you want to see this video interview, make sure that you check out the actual podcast interview section. The reason why we separate it is because people are apparently simple human beings and need everything separated. Love you all. But those who are looking for the cocktails, the spirit reviews, spirit schools, and learning more, I'm giving you all that. Every other week, you will get a new spirit or cocktail recipe. And I'm also a nerd, so you're going to see some random weird stuff there. Thank you for all the likes, subscribes. Shout out to those Patreons. If you want the uncut, unfiltered, for free $99, you could sign up and hear everything uncensored and a little bit more of the deeper conversation. I love you guys. Keep taking care of yourselves. Avoid Amazon one-click buy. Don't text your ex. Don't drink and drive. And be responsible. I don't need you calling me and telling me, Arthur, I made a mistake and actually texted her. She said she can change. She won't. She will not. Or he will not.
Click for me.
He will not. Oh, wow. We got to sign off and have a therapy session. Good night, guys, and take care. Bye, y'all. Hey, guys. Today's episode is brought to you by Burn Termite and Pest Control. I first met Joe Byrne on Full Frontal Nerdity Show and decided to give his company a try. They have been the best pest service I've ever had. From flexible scheduling, attention to detail, fair pricing, and everything you love about a small business, I highly recommend Joe Byrne and Byrne Termite and Pest Control. It's a family-owned and operated business with over 30 years of experience in termite and pest. You can reach Byrne Termite and Pest Control at 321-297-7985. Once again, 321-297-7985. And let them know Bourbon and Bullshit sent you. Thanks, guys. See you next time.